What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? This your boy Light Lucifer and Prince coming at you once again. Hope everybody is in good health, good wealth. Everybody's doing well. Everybody chilling and just rocking and rolling through the tumultuous times which we call today. If you're watching this video around children, you already know the drill. So I'll wait. Okay. Here we go. This video is called the Melenated Diet, and I know it might be some sensitive people who might be a little bit at a variance, but if you're vegan, I will knock you. Well, to an extent, I ain't gonna lie, because for you to be vegan and trying to convince me that cauliflower, some hot wings, you delusional as fuck. But that's your thing. Each food. But the melanated diet is basically, I think, something that is really not touched on in this particular country, so to speak, or really probably particularly any country in the world, because I mean it's flooded with a bunch of consumeristic food. Now, if you're sensitive about your diet, you're sensitive about what you eat, you're sensitive about what you put in your body, let me tell you something. The one word that you've always heard is you are what you eat. Okay? So if you decide to put a certain type of toxin or some type of ingredient in your body, hey, you become that. So this is the truth. When it comes to the basis of the elemental diet, so to speak, or the things that you should consume, those things should never put stress on you or should never make you sick. Now, I know a lot of people live in communities where there's considered what they call food deserts, which is basically places that don't condone healthy food. If you live around the Walmart or particular mainstream quote unquote chain store, or you live around something that basically bombards you with junk and promotes basic processed food, ain't gonna last. Now, I always tell people, usually one place I love to go to is farmers market normally, but fortunately there's not many of them around. Now, if you live in the South, there's a lot of people that actually do sell vegetables on the side of the road, whatever. Trust me, that food is good. If you have to wash your food off because it has dirt on it, that means it came straight from Mother Earth. If your food look all shiny, all clean and all neat, that people done picked over for probably hours and hours at a day, I suggest you shouldn't eat it. Now, to each his own. Everybody has their dietary choice. But again, you are what you eat. So somebody asked me about the alkaline diet. And the alkaline diet is based, I'm not a nutritionist, so before anybody tries to come at me and start to think I'm giving some type of health advice, I'm not. I'm saying what works for me. It consists solely on minerals, and it solely consists on the lesser acidic value of what you're eating and more of the nutritional value. See, it's easy for you to ride by Wendy's and say, I'm hungry. But when you go by a farmer's market, then you just keep on going straight, like, you know? And I tell people all the time, one thing that lets people know that is very troublesome about their diet is the simple fact of the matter, like, if you don't eat beets, if you don't eat raw vegetables, you don't have to steam them and season them all the time. You don't. If you get it from a farmer's market, just clean them accordingly. Get them right. And you just eat them raw. There ain't nothing wrong with raw broccoli. I know a lot of people disagree and they be like, well, broccoli is man-made. I mean, come on now. So a man was sitting underneath the ground growing broccoli. Come on now. It had seeds that you don't see. You know, the only fruit that revealed itself to people that said that the seeds would be on the outside, strawberries. But broccoli does have seeds because it doesn't germinate or doesn't pollinate like a regular other vegetable or particular species or genus. So yeah, it's easier on your stomach to digest and it's better for you. And it's particularly, I tell people all the time, sweet potatoes and things like that. They call yams without all the additions and fixings is more better for your digestion. And going down to minerals, alkaline water, hey, keep you straight. Keeps you looking younger too. But just remember, carbohydrates, carbon, and hydration is what makes fruit. That's what makes vegetables. So when they call it a carbohydrate, you're thinking it's a sugar. No, that's what your body processes. Let's get out of Western education. Your body processes carbon and hydration. Yeah, that part. It's not a sugar. It doesn't turn into a sugar because if it's something that lacks a substance, an element of sugar, how could it be sugar? See, if you're eating processed sugar, you'll believe that carbohydrate is a sugar, which is artificial, which means that it's processed sugar, which is normally what they call granulated sugar. That is nothing more than what they put in soft drinks and they put in fruit beverages that they say natural flavor. Ain't nothing natural about that. Natural flavor is a trademark. That is not something that is supposed to be ingested for the sensitive melanated gut or the carbonated people who basically are supposed to take in what is natural as far as sugar. We don't even use the word sugar. That's the biggest delusion that has ever been used. It's a marketing ploy to make you think that these things turn to sugar. No, they don't. They turn into electrolytes. And they power your machine because sugar is an invention of your enemy. Straight up. That's sugar. If it comes to a processing plant and it goes into anything metal, into any bag that's paper, I'll tell you something. It's not what you need in your body. So me, myself, I've cut breads out of my diet. I've cut meat out of my diet because I want to actually live, from a birthday, basically not being fatigued and everything. And junk food, to the minimum. That's the melanated diet. That gets you back to your frequency. So just remember, carbohydrate, carbon and hydration equals energy. IN capitalized hyphenated energy. Straight. Stop eating seedless fruits. Stop believing in all these fucking YouTube gurus with all this stupid shit, making you think that their dietary laws or their principles works for you. You should already know what the fuck you eating. Look at the ingredients. Read it. Fuck you sitting here listening to somebody's YouTube video for 30, 40 minutes. And all you have to do is do a little bit of research, get a piece of pen and a piece of paper. Get a pen and a piece of paper. And just have a little moment of time. Do your research. You'll find out what's good for you and what's not. Most of the food that you eat that's processed, anything that has this artificial notion to it, calcifies your organs, and it's really designed to fuck you up. It's weaponized food. And I know it's a lot of people, you don't know what you eat. Well, you should. As a competent adult, you should know what you're putting in your mouth. And I'm not even going to say what I really want to say, but I'm going to keep it clean. But you should know what you're putting in your mouth. You should know. You should clearly know exactly what you're putting in your face. Because again, you are what you eat. So the melanated diet is basically you weaning yourself off of quote unquote what I call the hype food. See, every time you turn the TV on or whatever, YouTube, Instagram, wherever, it's always somebody promoting some type of bullshit. Most people don't even understand that in the melanated community, the real shit is this. People hyper sodiumlize their food. Garlic salt, seasoned salt, regular salt. That's 3 different types of salt. Which leads to what? Hypertension. Tony Chachery, salt. Damn. How many types of salt you gonna use? That's 4 types of salt. We ain't gonna talk about Sazon. That's MSG loaded. All because people want to use it for taste. That's not good for you. Hypertension leads to stress. Stress leads to what? You already know. More stress, more depression, more sluggishness. Mind you, the average person, rest in peace, Dad, love you. But my dad used to eat food and never finish the food. He used to always drink a cup of coffee. People are like, well, why would you drink a cup of coffee? It's a stimulant. But he always drank water. Straight. Now I see why. Because caffeine speeds up your metabolism to hurry up and get that shit about you. In less than 13 minutes. Straight. So I always wonder why my dad drank coffee. Like, but yeah, it's a stimulant. Caffeine stimulates your intestines to push that out. That's why when people, and being blunt, but I'll be clean. That's why when people wake up in the morning and they drink coffee, first thing you gotta do is do what? Don't even say it. Don't even put it in the comment section. You already know what you're doing. That's why people drink coffee after dinner. A significant truth I didn't know at a young age, but now I know as a grown man. You know? More of the story. I was getting a little bit off the subject because my mouth got dry. I hate when big chicks do skinny girl shit. Straight up. If we in the grocery store, why you jumping on my fucking back? Hello? Now I done fell inside the grocery section of where the dressings is. Now I can't move. Big girls should not do skinny girl shit. I know people hate this shit. I don't care why. I know people like it, but it is what it is. Shout out to all my loyal subs that's out there. Doing what you're supposed to do, living how you're supposed to live. This cucumber is for you. Nature's candy, baby. Your health is your wealth. Very good. Oh yeah, believe me, I'm eating other people. Pay attention to your health because as times get harder, things get worse. The only thing that you can improve is your spiritual morality and your health. Stop worrying about your wallet. Stop being a prostitute. Worry about your health. Trust me. And to the brother that said something about the cucumbers with the salt and pepper, bro. I'm telling you right now, try it. Try it. Especially for people with weight loss problems, or they feel like they a little bit too big. Try it. You'll look in the mirror in 2 weeks and think you aren't you. I wouldn't even say Arnold Schwarzenegger. I wouldn't even say that. But your ass gonna be you gonna be like, wow, it's good for you. Here's the recipe: salt, not a lot; black pepper, not a lot; vinegar, not too much; and dilute that solution with spring water. Thank me later. You'll thank me later for 2 reasons. It helps you take off excess fat, water retention, and what it also does is basically enhances your digestive system to process more healthy food. Try it. If you use white vinegar, you can use apple cider vinegar, whatever you wish to use. Just make sure they stay underneath the liquid. And I promise you, the next morning you wake up, if you eat a couple pieces, I'm a midnight snacker. You eat a couple pieces before you go to bed, I promise you, I've done this for a minute, you will not wake up with morning breath. Straight. And it also minimizes on the plaque buildup that most junk foods would actually leave residue on. Trust me. Straight. Here you go. I have invisible music going on in my head right now. I'm telling you, brothers, get on this. Straight. Another thing to incorporate in your diet: spinach. Good spinach, beets, organic carrots, not the ones that come in the bag, and get you some seeded vegetables, mostly like pomegranates. Trust me. I'm being very adult about this, but it's the truth. It helps with performance. You are what you eat. You get an advertisement about junk food, but you can't get a tutorial about dietary principle. Most people don't know that a lot of additives to food affect impotency, which is basically another form of birth control that has been mechanized basically in the fast food industry. If you eat real food, you have real kids. First time viewing my channel, like and subscribe. You don't like what I have to say? Fine. No war with you. None. But if you do like what I have to say, and you want a more dietary approach about the things, the herbs or whatever you're supposed to actually use to keep yourself together, you don't have to keep your quote unquote medicine cabinet full with artificial medications that make your system work twice as hard, please just put Luciferian doctrine inside of the subject description. Georgia Bulldog, baby. But shout out to the brother who was from, I think, the Amakush Nation. I think comment section if you could correct me, it's fine. America. Listen, tell him. Get on it. Okay? Straight. I don't mind sharing advice. I don't mind being generous with the advice. I'm telling you right now. Yo, fruits and veggies ain't got none of these up in there. Nix it. More of the story. If it don't have seeds, it don't have life. And it's the same thing that the systematic structure is trying to do with a lot of people. They want to take your seeds from you because they give you all these artificial preservatives and they give you all this food that ain't benefiting your endocrine system, your immune system, or your particular reproductive system. Ladies too. Or an exempt to make you just like the fruit you eat. Peace, light, love. Stay tuned. Agents, fuck you. I love my subscribers. Like I said, my birthday on the 26th. Anybody who loves the content, stay tuned. First one who beats to the punch, hell, I'll give you a gift for my birthday. Don't ask what it is. Just act on it. You'll find out soon. Don't drag your feet. Stay tuned for the next upload. Love y'all. Stay safe. Peace to y'all that love the truth and hate to the people. Nah. No hate to the agents. Love your enemies. Keep rolling. Keep moving forward. Stay tuned for the next video.